I hope everybody is having or had a fun St. Patrick's Day. It's 9:30 here on the East Coast. I'm on the Gulf Coast of Florida, and I wanted to do the live I had been talking to you guys about with that new Egyptian oracle that I got. So I haven't really had a chance to explore it much myself. So I'm going to kind of be learning this like right along with y'all, but that's okay. We'll see how we do, right? It's really cool. It feels like it's going to be very powerful. And I've been vibing pretty hard on Egyptian like energy lately, which a lot of, ancient or old souls will have past lives that are, related to a lifetime in Egypt. So it's not like surprising that I've always had a tie to it. Plus like my studies in school and everything, like cultural anthropology and ancient religion. Obviously Egypt was a huge part of my studies. And I've always felt super drawn to it. So when I was just in Arizona last month, I got this cuff bracelet from Egypt. Super pretty, right? And then I found this oracle and I was super into it. I'm like, all right, I have to have it, right? Like that just looks amazing. So I bought that and then saw a friend of mine here in Florida who gave me this. And I was like, all right, something's up. This needs to be explored further, So that's what I'm hoping we can do here tonight. All right. So I know I don't look it, but I'm hella Irish. So I did a little bit of an orangey flower, right, for the Irish flag. And I've got a little green like beads going on over here. I tried to get my Irish girl on as much as I could, even though all my Irishy things are at home. But that's okay. I'm finally gonna get to go home tomorrow. Not that I'm not loving my time here, I am. I just really miss my babies and my pets, so I'm excited to go home. Hey Mom, hi Oris, what's going on? So there's a few different spreads that came with this oracle book, and I'm trying to decide which one we should do because I have not really had a chance to read through this yet. So it looks really involved, there's a lot going on here. So I'm a little not intimidated by it. Like I know I can read it, obviously, of course, but it's more just understanding and like all of the different things that go on here. So it's like authentic Egyptian artwork, spells, translations, names and meanings that create like a divination tool that's entirely Egyptian. It says since the late 1800s, there have been countless attempts to create an Egyptian tarot, but at best these are merely just Egyptian themed decks because the ancient Egyptians had no concept of the tarot. Tarot is like 15th century Italy. They didn't use the Hebrew alphabet in their magic. They didn't interpret their oracles through Persian astrology, and they had no interest in Gnostic Christian symbology. The Egyptians could not have used these foreign influences in their magic or astrology, as the Egyptian religion predates all of those other cultures by thousands of years. The Egyptian star oracle strips away these foreign influences by starting at the source, the pyramid texts, the coffin texts, the Egyptian calendar, which is very involved, and the Book of Nut. All of these texts and dozens of others that were used to build this deck came before the first known Persian horoscope was written, which was in 600 BCE. Crazy. Let's see. So this is the book. This is what it looks like. It came in this beautiful box, like museum box. It's so pretty, it has a drawer, but I couldn't fly with it. So I just brought the pieces. So I have the book and I have the oracle. Hi Daniel, how are you? With me, it's all gold foiled. It's really pretty. And it also came, hi Jessica, with this Eye of Horus little pendant that I'm wearing. Came right with the oracle deck. And then like I was saying, it's got all these different spreads in it, all these different deacons, rituals, all kinds of stuff. So let me see what I'm vibing on to be the spread that we use for it. Let's see. That one's hella big. That might be too big. There's one on here that looks cool. It's called Hours of the Night Spread. Do you see that? But it's huge. And then there's another one Oh, the pyramid. Maybe we should do the pyramid. It is 10 cards. That's kind of a lot, but I feel like we might be able to handle it. Tarot goodies. Yeah, well, oracle goodies. It's not a tarot deck. It's an oracle deck, but close enough. All right. What do you think? Should we do the pyramid one since, I mean, it's so Egyptian is an actual word. Dani, you didn't have to make up a new one. I'm tired. I've been traveling for a long time. You've already said that before. You got to come up with some new content, sweetheart. All right. So I would love to invite in the holy light surround me and anyone watching this live or later. I call in the divine guides, angels, and most importantly, our ancient ancestors, especially those who may have ties to Egypt, and my higher self to bring us the messages that we need to hear today. Hi, Crystal. Thank you. I have no candles with me. I so appreciate it. Actually, I do have a candle. I don't have a freaking candle holder. So how's everybody doing? Did everybody have a good St. Patrick's Day? Collective messages, please. I had tacos for St. Patty's Day. Not that there's ever a bad time to have tacos. Couple more. These are brand new, so I really want to make sure your energy is in them before I do a reading with them for you. For the collective, please. All right. Let's look at this spread we're doing, this pyramid spread. And that way I know what I'm pulling in the card placement. So, gotcha. All right, so this spread invites you to build a pyramid of your own from the ground up, revealing the mysteries of your soul as you go. This is a fun, uplifting spread designed specifically for this deck that may also be used with any other divination cards. So we could use this spread with like tarot too. That might be fun. First level, the foundation. The cards on this level represent the past or influences that are falling away. These cards should be looked at as a group rather than one by one. What do they reveal about the foundation of the situation or question as a whole? Okay, so here's what I want you guys to do. While I am building the cards out, I'm going to pull all the cards first. I'm going to put them face down so we reveal them together. I want you to think of a question or ponder something going on in your life that you would like guidance on. And that way you can derive your answers from here, okay? Yes, salad ain't gonna do it. All right, y'all, so think about the question that you would like answered or what you would like guidance on at this time, okay? So card number one for the collective, please. Card number one. Your early childhood is the placement. Card number one. What are we feeling, y'all? And two, the collective. Bring the energy of your question here with you, my loves. Okay, two, we've got three. And now we need four. You need a lot of room for this pyramid spread. Damn. I might have to shift some things. Card four. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're gonna go 5. 5 more to go. Card 6, please, for the collective. Sorry if it's loud, you guys. It's St. Patty's Day. There are people partying everywhere. They're obnoxious all over the place. Card 6. Card 7. Remember, my loves, let me give you my little spiel like I normally do. This is a general collective message, so take what resonates and leave the rest. Don't try to fit things that don't fit, but just because everything doesn't fit does not mean this is not your message, all right? If you'd like to book a personal or private reading with me based on your specific energies and what's going on in your life, the way to do that is in the description box. And I am super grateful for all of your continued love and support. The channel's really been growing. You guys have been so amazing to me, and I love seeing you pop on my live as soon as I go live. It's awesome feeling, and I'm so grateful. Thank you. Hey, Truth Wave, how are ya? All right. 8, 9, and 10. We're almost there. Card 8. Everybody's out there partying, and I'm so tired. I can't even imagine. Okay. 8. Card 9. And finally, card 10. Oh, wow. That one was like, hey, I'm your card 10. What up? All right. So here's how we're going to do this, right? So the way that this spread works is group 1 is cards 1 through 4. That's the base of our pyramid down here, the foundation, okay? And card number 1 is supposed to represent your early childhood. So I'm going to read you that card, see what messages you gained from it, and we will go from there, all right? Tepia Semet, predecessor of the born. It's card 18, and it says Tree of Life and Wisdom. Lots of symbology on there. 18 might be significant for some of you. It's also the date, tomorrow. Tomorrow is the 18th. So let's look this card up. What does it mean? I don't know. Okay. Translating predecessor of the horn. Egyptian calendar date is 11 Parrot 21 to 30. Its grouping is a sheep. Its mineral is gold. Tree of Life and Wisdom on the astronomical ceiling in the tomb of Senmut is included with the deacons of the boat group. Although the deacon is clearly connected with the sheep group, it's part of a horn after all. The substance of the deacon fits with the philosophical view of a boat being a vessel for aspects of the human condition. In this case, Tepia Semed represents your intellectual world. In some ways, the tree is a manifestation of this oracle deck itself. It is a book of ancient knowledge that is tied to the natural order of things and, like the tarot, expresses celestial mysteries in pictorial form to make them easier to grasp. The baboons grasping for fruit indicate your search for knowledge. If this card is found in conjunction with Arit, it is a strong indication that you should be writing, even if it's not strictly creative writing. It means your internal knowledge needs to be expressed and shared with others. So maybe you knew from a young age that you had this. You know what I mean? Because this is supposed to represent your early childhood. Like you were always searching for higher wisdom, right? I was like that. Like by 9 years old, I was filling notebooks with like ancient symbols and studying paganism and like all kinds of stuff, astrology. I still have those notebooks. I still have the books, you know, I was reading then that I learned all that from. I bought at a witch shop in New Hope, Pennsylvania. My parents used to take me there all the time. I also would love to point out the fact that there is a snake on this card. We are in the year of the snake, and snake is a symbol of transformation. Okay. Let's keep going. Number 2, it is representative of your early home life. Okay, your early home life. No, when I was younger, I wanted to be Indiana Jones. That's why I went to college for cultural anthropology. You know, I know he's an archaeologist, but archaeology was hella mathy. And I was like, what do you got that's Indiana Jones that's not mathy? And I found anthropology and went, yep, that'll do. All right, anyway. Oh, that's cool. So this is the Kenmet card. It's number 2, and it says development and growth, which I think is hella relevant for card number 2, which is about your early home life. Kind of wild, ain't it? So let's see what this one has to say. Where the hell is it? Nope. I should really put my glasses on if I'm gonna read freaking oracles this heavy, asshole. Like, I know I wear bifocals. Who do I think I am? Anyway, Kenmet. Translation, cow or darkness. Egyptian calendar dates, Ket 11 to 20. The mineral is garnet. Oh, I love garnet. Okay. Development and growth. Imagine the darkness of the womb where a fetus is developing before birth. This tiny speck starts as almost nothing, but slowly over time, it grows into a baby full of life and potential. Kenmet represents the period of darkness that is necessary before change can occur. Like Dark Night of the Soul. That's what I'm getting. It will almost always be positive change, even if the present situation is not exactly ideal. The parallels found in the meaning of this card with its history are evident. A period of gestation, of waiting for change to occur, can be painful and unpleasant, but it's necessary. If you don't grow, you won't be ready to handle the changes coming your way. I'm still vibing on the same message, you guys. Those of us that knew that we were different all of our lives since early childhood. Starseeds, lightworkers, however you identify. This is that I know I'm something, I know it's something, something's coming, something's going to happen, but just having to wait it out and go about daily life like a normal kid as if you didn't know the things that somewhere in the back of your energy, your subconscious, your soul knew. What a difficult time that was for people like us, you know? So card number 4 is supposed to represent your teenage years, and it says construction and building. This is really like building on the same theme. I feel like I don't even have to read this card. You guys get what I mean about that, right? It says beginning of the crane on it. Card 4, let's see. Beginning of the crane, octet 1 through 10. Minerals are glass and gold. Construction and building. The first deacon of the crane group represents laying a foundation for future success. Your teenage years, come on. It can literally mean the act of building a structure such as a house, but these terms should also be considered on a more metaphysical level. Because Hatjat signifies the start of a new group of deacons, it also indicates the beginning of a project that will involve your work or career, which is also in line with the concept of laying a foundation. I started learning tarot at that age. I was 14. Oh my gosh, Crystal, that's crazy. Although Kenmet with development and growth, this is a more active form of development. You're not gestating in a warm womb, you're actively contributing to your own growth at this stage. This may indicate the creation of development of a business, gaining education, or even starting a relationship. As with most of the cards in this deck, exactly how Hatchat applies to you will depend largely on what is already occurring in your life and where this card has landed in the spread. So it landed in your formative years, your teenage years. So now we're gonna move on to 4, which is your early romantic relationships. And it is Keri, Heped, and Kemet under the bind part of the cow. Oh, hind, sorry. It's dark and these, look how little this font is and I don't have my glasses on. Under the hind part of the cow. Change in circumstances. And it's card number 3. So we've had 2, 3, and 4. Y'all saw how much I shuffled the hell out of these, right? All right. Card number 3. Mineral, glass, and gold also. Cow, we know that. Okay. Change in circumstances. Change can be quite traumatic. The act of giving birth can be harrowing for everyone involved, and especially the mother who is losing a part of herself but gaining a child. It is also daunting for the child who had grown accustomed to the comforts of a dark, warm womb, but is now thrust into the cold, bright world to cry for food and gasp for air. You may often view change as a positive force in your life, but when it occurs unexpectedly and it is outside your control, it can be frightening and unpleasant. You may fight against it, but change is a necessary part of life. How many of y'all can think of being like a teenager and having your heart broken, or your friend group turn on you, like you're the one today that everybody wants to pick on or whatever, right? The growth we gain from relationships, especially at that age, but at all ages, is so tremendous. You know what I mean? It's huge. So this is a change in circumstance, but that was leveling you up, that served a purpose for your higher good, right? For your destined future, preparing you for who you're meant to become later on. Does that make sense? This book is intense. I'm only reading you guys half of the things. Okay. So that's our first level here, our foundation. Now we're going to move on to the second row, okay? In the second level, the cards on this level represent the present, showing circumstances as they are. I just realized there was a lamp next to me and I don't have to so much struggle to see. Asshole. Okay. The cards on this level represent the present, showing circumstances as they are. Let's do it. All right. Keti. Band of Reeds. It says sowing seeds, and it's 14. I don't know how well y'all can see this or if it's picking up, but I'm doing my best here, my loves. Let's look at 14. Okay, so this is the people around you card, the people around you. The primary meaning of this card concerns the sowing of seeds, but seeds will only germinate if the dirt has been properly watered, fertilized, and tilled. The ancient Egyptian farmers were fortunate because the water and fertilizer were provided each year as a gift from the Nile River, leaving them the task of tilling the earth before planting the seeds. If there is a goal you wish to accomplish, you cannot simply toss your energy over the ground in scattershot fashion. You must plan out where your energy will be planted to ensure the most abundant growth. I love it. For your current energy, reap what you've sown. It's the beginning of eclipse season, and it's also the beginning of the astrological year with Aries season on March 20th, which is also spring equinox when we want to be planting seeds. Anyway, I love that this came out as your current energy. It's an invitation for you to begin working on turning your ideas into action. The seeds you are sowing will sprout rewards later in the season, but first it's up to you to lay the groundwork. If it's found in the same reading as Deacon 24, you can be assured that your hard work will pay off and your plans are going to be successful. So let's keep an eye out for 24, all right? Our next card is your internal circumstances or attitude. Leadership, and it's not a deacon, this is a C. I don't know what the hell that means yet. It says set, and what the hell does that say? God of something. Chaos? Does that say God of chaos? Are y'all in the energy of a God of chaos? You might be, you're my collective. I think I live my entire life in an energy of freaking chaos, don't I? All right. Let's see, where is C? B, C. Birth of Set. This card is all about taking action. Set was an active god who plunged Egypt into chaos because of his ambition. Your ambition probably won't unseat a god king, but it might help you get ahead from where you are now. Leaders are usually at the front of the battle, showing others the path forward. This card invites you to step to the front without fear or reservation and take the lead in your present circumstances. And it literally says your present internal circumstances is the placement that this card fell in. holla, okay? Okay. Let's see. So cute. Number 29, Children of the Potter, and it says possessiveness or sharing. And this card is in your fears or hopes placement, okay? Where are you? Okay. Glass, gold, Potter. Possessiveness or sharing. Giving and sharing in your personal life truly requires a balancing act. Give too much and you risk being taken advantage of, but share too little and you risk alienating those you are closest to. You may like to believe that if you won the lottery, you would give money to your friends and family, but how generous are you with the resources you have at your disposal right now? Do you share your time, experience, and knowledge with others? Sakhed may be calling upon you to be either more generous or more frugal with your energy. The surrounding cards should help provide additional clarification. It says Deacon 22 shows up nearby. It can be an indication you need to be more open and honest. And if 24, again, that number 24 comes up, you're being reminded to share your good fortune with those that are less fortunate. So keep your eye out for that 24 to pop up in this reading. All right, so some of y'all need to protect your energy. You're giving away too much, or you have a fear of giving away too much, right? And on the flip side, some of y'all are just like, I'm not giving away shit because I'm afraid that one day I'm going to need it and I'm not going to have it. And so you're being asked to look at that in yourself, in your current energy. All right, so our third level is only 2 cards. We're just about done. And it's going to show you what may be in the future depending on the path you choose, either for the better or for the worse. Their positions are interchangeable, okay? So card 8, the greatest possible future. Card 9, the worst possible future. Do y'all hear that cackling freaking hippopotamus or whatever the hell? I don't know. That's probably not the word. Cackling hyena. Like, you ain't the only one up in here. I'm sorry. Are you the only person that lives on this planet? No tolerance for it, you guys. I think that means I'm getting old. Please tell me you hear that. Please tell me y'all hear that. I don't want to be doing this alone. Tepia Aku, Professor of the Two Spirits. Card number 23, Mixed Blessings. Don't think that I won't stand up in here and be like, shut the fuck up, because I will. I'll do it. Y'all know I'll do it. Let's just send love and light instead, and let's pray that they just shut up so that I don't have to make them and mess with my karma. Okay? Everybody send a little shut up love and light over there. Thank you. Throw punch. Throw punch. Is it Tuesday? No, tomorrow's Throw Punch Tuesday, but that's okay. We can make an exception. All right, mineral of this card is garnet. The deacon group is 2 souls. I love that. Mixed blessings. The nature of mixed blessings is that, yes, there will be benefits, but they will come at a price. The price may be a simple one, such as hard work, or it might be more unpleasant, such as falling in love with a partner who's already in a relationship, or receiving money only after the death of a loved one. The price could also come in the form of consequences for your own actions. This card has much in common with the Temperance card from Tarot, and if it is found in conjunction with Deacon 10, you would do well to take a hard look at your actions to ensure your happiness isn't coming at someone else's expense. The Deacon itself is depicted as holding 2 jars, one perhaps pouring out blessings while the other may hold the hidden consequences. This is actually an overwhelmingly positive card. I'm not really sure why they're making it sound like it isn't, because it is. So this can go either way, it said. Greatest possible future. I'm going to leave this one alone for a second. I want to finish. Mashed Windpipe Monday, Crystal Powell. Everybody, Crystal Powell, please. Freaking amazing. If I could send you awards and things on here, like make confetti fall, I would. I would. But fantastic. Love it. All right, so I love it. So card 9, right? So we're all the way up to card 9. There's only one left after this. This is the worst possible future, okay? It's card number 1, new beginnings and jubilation. Jubilation, if that's the worst possible future, then like, okay, let's take that. Predecessor of the cow, Tepia Kemet. Okay. Alrighty. Card number 1. So we had 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4 so far. We still have one more card to go. Okay, babes. New beginnings and jubilation. Not only is this a card of new beginnings, but it's also one of jubilation. It represents promises kept, a fresh start and new opportunities that will begin to emerge in the coming months. Some of these opportunities may yet be unknown, but they will reveal themselves in time. The meaning of this card is depicted as a man, a cowherd, leading a cow. In addition to new beginnings, this card may also represent leadership, a specific person who is a leader or a mentor who's going to steer you in a positive direction. And remember what card we already had, leadership. So while I was reading that, I actually got like a little emotional, I'm not gonna lie, and I'm not a very emo girl, you guys know this, but I very clearly felt this energy of what Spirit was trying to tell us here. And it's this: remember that you have, like I said, a higher purpose here, a bigger calling. You have a spiritual purpose for being here. And you have the foundation you were meant to have to be able to handle the job you're being given or that will be activating for you very soon. We're in the era of the masses awakening. And when that happens, they're going to need those of us who awakened early, because they're going to be freaking the hell out, because they're not used to this lifestyle. They haven't done the work that we've done or explored the things that we've explored, or 5D consciousness or anything like that. So they're just not going to understand and be freaked out, right? And we all have a purpose to help with that ascension process, right? Those of us that are, early awakeners, starseeds, light workers, whatever you identify with. So Spirit's telling you not to doubt yourself. This is exactly who you were supposed to be. Sow the seeds, be a leader, step out, right? Share your knowledge, share your gifts, share your abilities with the collective. They need you. And the other message that came from cards 8 and 9, the mixed blessings for the best possible outcome, but then jubilation and new beginnings for the worst. That is the most clear freaking message of the cycles of life I could ever imagine hearing. The way we go from spring with the flowers starting to bloom, and this is a real peachy orange flower in my hair right now, or rose. They bloom, they come to life in spring. They will always die in autumn or winter, always. But they'll always be reborn in spring, just like we will. Every cycle we go through, there'll be a death and a rebirth. There'll be things removed from our life that we might mourn and be sad to see go. But as long as we stay in an energy of gratitude and remember that those things were removed because they no longer serve our highest good and something new is going to come in to fill it, we're golden, we're in flow, right? That's kind of partially it. Yes. But the positive message here is like, yeah, life's going to ebb and flow. You're going to have a massive amount of happiness and abundance and success in your lifetime. But Spirit's like, but I can't promise you won't ever have a dip back down again. You have to, right? You're here to learn. Your soul grows through experiences. Can't promise you no one's ever going to not break your heart again, or if you're starting a business that someone's not going to try to like steal some of your ideas or something, and you're not going to have to battle with that, or you may not have slow seasons in business. Like Spirit's just saying, remember, it's the flow and the cycle of an Earth 3D life, but that you're going to have so much jubilation and new beginnings to be grateful for. All right, rant over. Here's our last card. It is A, the letter A, with resurrection. I swear to God, it says resurrection. And it's Osiris energy. Wow, that's freaking cool. It says God of the afterlife and something else, but I can't freaking say it. fertility, God of the afterlife and fertility. Beautiful card, beautiful card. All right, so the 10th spot, right, or the top of our pyramid, that card is, they call it the capstone. The final outcome of the situation at hand, or the answer to the question you asked. So here is the answer to the question you asked, if you did in fact ask one before you watched this video. Day 1, birth of Osiris. Resurrection and rebirth are essential components of Egyptian spirituality. You can't make this up. They viewed death as being a step in the path of existence that continued on in the afterlife. Is there something in your present circumstances that you would like to end? A relationship, a job? This card is suggesting it's time for a change. If you have recently had a loss of some kind, it's about to be reversed. Rebirth time. That was wild. I hope you guys could see it. You probably can't, but I had these cards face down the whole time. I didn't look at any of your cards. And that was just too, that message felt very powerful. Like it actually brought tears to my eyes, and that very rarely ever happens. So like I knew it was something, but that was what, my lips are going crazy from the energy. You see it? This is what happens when I have high vibrational energy around me. And here we go. This was a powerful reading. I'm so glad I did this tonight. I had no plans to do it. I just was like, I'm alone here until my flight takes off tomorrow. Like, you know, let's do it. Okay. All right. So here we go. Every one of these cards comes with another history lesson about them, sometimes like a calendar placement, and then a ritual. I think it's worth me saying what the ritual is, at least for this card 10, because this was such a powerful reading and it's about rebirth and we're going into spring and such. So if you would like to do this at some point, you certainly can, but you don't have to. But this is it. The most important element of working with Osiris is grain or wheat. Egyptians used wheat to symbolize the death and resurrection of Osiris by burying the grain and watching it sprout. The best stones for working with Osiris are lapis and malachite. Ooh, Mom, our faves. Well, two of our faves. My mom's a turquoise junkie. She loves turquoise. But I love malachite and I love lapis. It's a very supportive stone for throat chakra, spirit work, psychic ability. And like it's like an antidepressant. And malachite is very sacred to my Native American side. All right, for detailed information on how to perform the ritual to invoke this deacon, use this card and refer to the instructions that begin on page 21. Alrighty, this looks like a wild goose chase. 21. I'm gonna have to post this for you guys. You're not gonna be able to just do it from this. It's so involved. Okay. So you wanna have the card. So I'll screenshot the card, or you guys can right now, and I will post a picture of it. There you go. An offering, so we would want to bring an offering, right, of wheat or grain, and a spell to invoke the Cannel God. I like that. Okay. So you can create your own spell to invoke the deacons, and there are plenty available on the internet, or you could use this one. I'd like to call in and invoke the energy of Osiris for me and my whole collective here so that we can work with this energy and harness it to be reborn on a higher abundant timeline. Okay. Hail to you, Adam, who made the sky and created the universe, who came forth from nothing and formed the gods. Hail to you, lords of pure offerings, whose thrones are secret. Hail to you, lords of eternity, whose names are hidden, whose shrines are secret, and whose place name is unknown. Hail to you, gods who encircle the night sky, you gods in the west, along with the 9 gods in the lower sky. I have come to you pure, divine, spiritualized, strong, ensouled, and mighty. I have brought you natron and incense. I have come so that I may expel the evil that is in my heart. I have brought you that which is good. I have celebrated truth for you. I know you. I know your names. I know your shapes, which were unknown, and your modes of being. Now I occupy your seat, which is upon earth. I bring up your children. I strengthen your gates. I set up your doors and build your altars. Upon the altar, I lay your invocation, offerings of whatever we're offering. Awake for this, your warm bread that I have prepared for you. Your 1,000 of bread, your 1,000 of beer, your 1,000 of oxen, your 1,000 of poultry. In this case, we'd say your 1,000 of grain, right? Your 1,000 of blah, 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 blah. Your joined, blah, 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 bread and the bread. Okay, awake and awaken. Okay, whew, kind of felt that in the end. Felt that in the end. Whew. All right, that was strong. I don't know if you guys felt it, but I sure did. I'm still feeling it. I'm really like vibraty, like shaky. You know what I mean? All right, y'all. So what did we think? Did you guys get something from that? I think that message was really beautiful. I think we're gonna like using this oracle, especially once I understand it a little bit better. It's a lot of reading I gotta get into here. Just noticing that my bracelet from Egypt has a lot of the same colors and everything as the Osiris card. Cool. So I hope that that was helpful, y'all. I will post the ritual and stuff if you guys want to follow it. All right. So again, thank you so much for your likes, shares, and subscribes, your continued support of me. I'm incredibly grateful. Send me some love and light. I am flying back home tomorrow. I think my plane takes off around noon. So think of me, you know, it's Mercury retrograde. So we all know what that means. You know why I tell you guys never, ever, ever to fly during a Mercury retrograde, right? I'll be fine. Just let's hope for a minimum of fuckery. Okay, let me get you guys an angel message of your own. I know I've been posting these every day and they've been super popular, so I'm glad you guys are vibing with it. But let's get you your own. All right, best and highest messages for the collective, please. Tim, we're sending love and light to you, okay? Love and light to you. 435, goodbye. The chapter has ended. Something in your life is over. This is poignant. The present moment requires you to say goodbye. It's okay to be sad, to mourn what was. Hi England, how are you? Welcome, JC. Your angels hold you at this time. Repeat this mantra a few times until it begins to sink in. I allow myself to heal at my own pace. I allow myself to heal at my own pace. I just realized too, y'all, 435, we had those numbers in the reading. All right, this was a strong one. So if you missed it, any part of this reading, you want to rewatch it, please share it for me. I would be super grateful and like it. It's going to post and then I'll make it public. Y'all can share that. All right. So, yeah, thank you guys. So much love and light to you. This one really got me. I hope it got you guys too. I really do. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll let you know that I landed safely and all the things. All right. I love you guys. Have a good night.